The Life of Paul Walker, a tribute to the legend, 1973 to 2013, full documentary. Paul Walker IV was a childhood model and movie star, an extreme car enthusiast, surfer lover, and loving father who had a keen interest in marine biology and found it all fascinating ever since he was a child. He was an actor who starred in many TV shows and films over the years, but his most famous and well-known and loved role was his character in the Fast and Furious franchise, Brian O'Connor, where he got to live out his love and passion for both cars and acting rolled into one. Born on the 12th of September in the year of 1973 in a place called Glendale, a city located in Los Angeles County, California, US of A. To his mother Cheryl and his father Paul William Walker III. His mother was a fashion model and designer, and his father was a sewer contractor and former amateur boxer, a two-time Golden Gloves champion in fact. Man, he defo gets those baby blues from his dad. Paul was raised in a Mormon household, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was the eldest to 4 siblings, Amy, Ashlie, Caleb, and Cody. His 2 younger brothers would actually later step in for him in the filming and completion of Furious 7 in 2015 as part of the Fast and Furious film collection, when Paul tragically passed away before filming had ended. Paul would also appear alongside his younger sister Ashlie on a 1988 episode of the game show I'm Telling. And oh my gosh, how cute and adorable are they both, you guys. She looks just like him, like he did as an adult. Am I right or am I right?
And say hi to Ashlie and Paul Walker. Now here's how we play I'm Telling. We're going to ask each of our players about their brothers or sisters' hobbies, their friends, their experiences, and maybe we'll even reveal a funny secret or two. When we teleport them back, we'll ask them the same questions. Now, if their answers match, they'll earn points. Ashlie, the next question's for you. It's worth 50 points. You get to select the category this time. We're going to spin them around. Whenever you're ready, Ashlie, hit that button. Looking good. In your opinion, which of the two of you looks better on stage today, you or your brother?
He'll say himself. He'll say that he looks the best.
So you say he does?
Yeah.
Okay. In your opinion, which of the two of you looks better on stage today, you or your sister?
This is serious?
Yeah, it's serious. It's right here, see?
Oh my gosh.
In your opinion.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know how I look right now.
Well, but in your opinion, who do you think looks better on stage today, you or Ashlie?
Myself.
You. What's something that your brother seems to need more of than you? Is it sleep, food, or help with his homework? Same question.
I think it's mostly food, because he's always going in the kitchen to look for something new, like junk food.
Scrounging around in that refrigerator, huh?
Yeah.
What do you need more of than your sister? Is it food, help with your homework, or sleep?
My mom's always talking about how I always need help on my homework, and my sister doesn't. And she always makes a big issue out of it because my sister's younger than me. So I would say help with my homework.
Help with your homework. Ashlie said, oh.
Junk food.
Oh, yeah, but that's not food. If you would have said junk food, that would have been, you know, because you say, like, big things about it, too. You go, like,
Yeah,
you say
All right, so he's going to need more food and help with his homework. Okay. All right.
Oh, so cute. The way they ever so slightly bicker at the wrong answers. Oh. But Paul's career in TV actually started when he was a literal toddler. Hired to star in a commercial for Pampers at age just 2. He later said how for some reason a few of the mums in the neighbourhood he grew up in the San Fernando Valley, just decided, why don't we start taking our kids for auditions? Which I think we can all agree was a great idea, as it was there in these commercials that Paul Walker, the future acting star, began to grow and blossom. And if it wasn't for his mum making this move, he may have never been an actor. He starred in many commercials, such as for Showbiz Pizza in 1984, for Del Monte Peaches around age 10. In 1985 is the main kid on the commercial for S'mores Crunch cereal.
S'mores Crunch.
It's here. Marshmallows and chocolate graham crackers together in new S'mores Crunch cereal. A fantastic part of this complete breakfast.
Hi, want some cereal?
S'mores Crunch?
There's no S'mores Crunch cereal.
There is now. New S'mores Crunch, like a dream come true.
And in the Kellogg's Corn Pops adverts in 1990, where he displayed his cheeky and comical personality and good looks.
Hey, pass the corn pops.
Keep your pants on.
Right. He's not gonna fill that punch bowl with the rest of the Kellogg's corn pops. Stay calm.
Oh, sorry. You want some toast on a stick?
Very funny. I want my corn pops, and I want them now. Oh, like sweet popcorn, there's never enough. And you pithead leave nothing for me. What am I gonna do? Hey, does Dad know what you did to his car?
Take Kellogg's Corn Pops as part of this complete breakfast.
I gotta have my pops.
He just gotta have his pops. Love it. But his real acting career began in 1984 when he appeared in a teen anthology series called CBS School Break Special, formerly CBS Afternoon Playhouse. Between the years 1984 and 86, he was on a show called Highway to Heaven, alongside actor Michael Landon. He played a kid named Todd Bryant, who was apparently, in their words, as I hate this word, retarded. Quite a hard role to play for the young actor, I would say.
I'm a Special Olympics coach. We'd sure like to have you come out and find out some of the other things you're good at.
I'm not good at nothing. I'm dumb.
Hey, I don't think you're dumb.
Then you're dumb. I don't want to do nothing. And you can't make me.
I want you to take that cap, and I want you to go down to Special Olympics and put that cap on and run just as fast as you can. Can you do that, Todd?
I could do that.
All right, you guys, your race starts any minute now.
I can't see Scotty, Jonathan.
Don't worry, he's up there.
But I can't see him. I need to know he's there. I gotta see him.
Oh, he'll be there.
Here's your hat back.
Hey, it's yours.
No, it isn't. I didn't win. I wanted to show you that I could do stuff. Because I wanted you to be my dad.
Look, this is one race. There'll be lots of others. I don't know if I'm special enough to be your dad, but I'm not going to quit either. I'm going to try, just like you. Would you come home with Diane and me for a weekend so we could all try?
Do you mean that?
Yes, I do.
Bless him, man. I think that's a hard role to play. In 1987, at around age 14, the young and rising star secured his leading role on an American sitcom called Throb. Interesting name choice. He played a character called Jeremy Beatty. This is where he really started to become a true heartthrob for the girls and boys, hey.
Guess we're done.
Yeah. Thanks for studying with me.
Thanks for inviting me. I hope we pass the test.
Me too. Well, I'll see ya. See ya.
What happened?
I just kissed a sweater.
Well, you kissed her where no one has kissed her before.
I can't believe what a jerk I am.
Oh, honey. Trust me on this. As you get older, your aim will get better.
He remained in sitcoms for a while in the early 1990s. Now a growing teenager, he would be chosen for roles the girls just loved, and we can all see why. He's always been such a cutie, with his curly blonde hair and bright blue eyes, accompanied with that cheeky smile. Here he is in sitcoms called Charles in Charge and Who's the Boss.
But I'm going to. Here, you can have your essay back. Charles, I'm gonna write my own essay. Of course, it may take me 2 or 3 years.
It's okay, Russ. I'll give you an extension.
Thanks. Sarah, I'll be pretty busy for a while, but I'd really like to keep seeing you because you're the most wonderful girl I've ever met.
Yeah. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Always leave them wanting more.
Always leave them wanting more.
Exactly. Say it again.
Always leave them wanting more. Leave them or lead them?
Leave them.
Always leave
You
them.
confuse me now.
Okay.
Always leave them wanting more. Exactly.
Sick.
Paul then bagged a great role in the famous and well-loved soap opera The Young and the Restless, which began all the way back in 1973, the year that Paul was born, and is still airing to this date since its debut. As far as I know anyway, because I did write this a while ago. The show has won 11 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Drama Series and is also currently the highest rated daytime drama on American television, a rank it has held for 34 years. Wow. This show helped boost the careers of many actors and actresses. Paul featured on 22 episodes of the show.
Ryan, don't play games with me. You know what I'm asking. Where have you been, pal? Under a rock? Victoria and I are divorced, or hadn't you heard? I'm telling you, Ryan, you better back off and leave the kid alone. You've already brought enough grief into her life. Brandon, why don't you just say what is really on your mind? Oh, and what's that supposed to mean? Come on, Brandon, you're as obvious as a lovesick puppy. You want me out of the way so you'll have a clear track, because you know damn well if Vicky thought there was a chance I'd take her back, she wouldn't give you a second glance.
As I said, this show helped boost many careers, for example, like the gorgeous Eva Longoria and the sexy moustache-wearing Tom Selleck from Friends, and much more. Paul would play a young man named Brandon Collins. This extremely popular show, picking him, must have felt so big, and it was, and helped his career a lot. For his role as Brandon Collins, he would be nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor at the Youth and Film Awards alongside co-star Heather Tom. Paul last starred in another American drama series which was called Touched by an Angel and ran for over 9 series from 1994 to 2003. He was seen with his new, long, shaggy, curly mane taking his date to the prom.
Jonathan, yeah, the corsage, that'll be great. We're running out of film. Hurry now.
Oh, they look so cute.
All right now, kids, come on. Smile at the camera.
So
Jonathan,
cute.
head up. That's it. That's great.
There you go.
All right, you kids have fun now.
have
Just
fun.
remember to be home by midnight.
Daddy, get for you. Drive careful. Morgan. What?
All right.
For the prom.
Way to go, Clodhopper.
How'd you do this? Fake ID. I've got the key to the new copy machine in the library. You think you could just give me a ride?
Look, thanks for the booze. You're great, but the cars, I mean, there's no room. I'm sorry, really. Let's go.
See ya, Claude.
Thanks.
Thanks for the booze.
From 1986, his film career began, mainly first featuring in low-budget B-films. At around age 13, he played Professor Bennett in the horror sci-fi movie Monster in the Closet. He may have actually been younger during filming, you know, because he looks a lot younger than 13 to me. He looks more like 9 or something. He played a very intelligent young boy and son of the scientist Professor Diane Bennett. He's so smart, he even designed an ultrasonic energy augmenter, which is hard enough to say, never mind invent. He's bloody adorable in this, and had a huge role throughout the film.
Hold it a second, will you, mister? Okay, go ahead now.
So what are you doing anyway?
I'm just recording lots of different sounds. It's for a project I'm working on at school.
What's this project you're working on all about anyway?
Have you ever heard of an ultrasonic energy augmenter?
Ultrasonic energy augmenter. No, I don't believe I have.
Well, this is it.
So this is the famous ultrasonic energy augmenter, huh?
Here, I'll show you how it works.
He starred in other movies too, like the 1994 American horror comedy called Tammy and the T-Rex, alongside the gorgeous Denise Richards, who played a cheerleader named Tammy, who was in a sort of love triangle involving the character named Michael. A sensitive and caring boy she'd met, played by Paul Walker. He displayed his silly and funny side in this movie for sure.
So
what?
you shouldn't have done this. I can't accept it.
Why not?
Because you know exactly why not.
But I'm not scared of him.
I know you're not, but you should be. I just can't do it. You're crazy, you know that? Maybe that's what I like about you so much. Ugh.
Good move.
By this point, through all of his TV and movie performances, he has already shown his wide range of acting abilities, skills and talents. And by the year of 1998, Paul had secured his first feature film role in a comedy movie called Meet the Deedles. It sounds and looks so ridiculously and incredibly silly that I might just need to have to find it and give this a watch. For a night of easy, fun film watching, for sure. He plays the joint main role in this movie as a twin brother called Phil Deedle, a silver-spooned surfer from Hawaii, sent to a boot camp at Yellowstone National Park. It looks ridiculous.
You two are going to camp.
Camp? Camp Broken Spirit?
Stu, man, we've landed in a Slurpee.
Total scam meister.
Yeah, and you fully hoodwinked our normally unhoodwinkable dad.
We're ranger rookies. Oh, bonus round. Weekend Boomerang Triumphant is two prestigious, uniform-sporting, badge-flashing rangers of the Yellowstone Park Service.
These rookies are gonna solve the park's big prairie dog problem.
Pull my finger!
Hi, Phil. Hey, Daddy.
Daddy. What? The classified document detailing a gas the CIA was going to use in Cuba in the early 60s. We'll whip some up and use it on the prairie dogs.
He went on to star in another movie that same year, a teen fantasy comedy called Pleasantville. Filmed largely in a sort of black and white old movie effect, alongside the blonde beauty Reese Witherspoon, and with Tobey Maguire too, who I mistook for Lord of the Rings Elijah Wood. I'm sure I've done that a few times, you know. Such a cool name, Elijah Wood. This movie has said to have become a cult classic over time.
Here, kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, God. We are. We're like stuck in Nerdville. But it's just not fair. I was getting really popular, and my skin was really great since March. Mark Davis was finally starting to come around.
Hello, Mary Sue. What's all the commotion? Where's the cat?
It's,
Oh, right. I'll see you at school, Mary Sue.
Who's that?
Skip Martin, captain of the basketball team.
Does he like me?
As a matter of fact, he does.
Then in 1999 he played a captain and starting quarterback for the Coyotes named Lance Harvey, a character his long-term school friends later said he resembled the most out of all the characters he'd played in his previous work. This film was called Varsity Blues and described as a coming-of-age sports comedy drama. Paul was a definite heartthrob in this one, looking damn sexy. Another one I need to add to my watch list.
Now I present to you our captain, quarterback, Lance Harvey.
I was lying in bed last night. And I drifted off to sleep and I had a dream that we were beating Bangville 14-3. But I woke up kind of sad. But then I cheered up when I realized it was only a dream because I know we'll beat Bangville by way more than that.
Then we move on to the teen romantic comedy called She's All That, 1999, the same year as Varsity Blues. So Paul Walker is clearly now booking many acting jobs and his career is really taking off. And man, does he look good in this one. Jesus wept. Starring Freddie Prinze Jr., Rachel Lee Cook, Matthew Lillard and many more. Surely plenty of straight men across the globe were seriously questioning their sexuality after seeing Paul in this movie.
Yeah, so I called your house, and they said you're at the beach, so I figured you must be at your spot. You know, many women is lost in here.
You have to forgive our man here. His shorts are kind of tight. Cuts off the circulation to his brain.
Well, come on, Zach, help us get the rest of the stuff in the car. Yeah. Hey, now, check out the bobos on Super Freak. You know, Zach, from up here, she almost looks normal.
Yeah, what do you think?
No, I think you came together cool. Dean?
Definitely lights.
What the hell are you trying to pull?
Well, it's nice to see you too, brother.
Did he ask you to the prom?
Yes, I did.
I
thought we were going together.
All right, Zach, enough's enough. This isn't cool anymore. I like this girl, and you gotta stop this whole bet thing.
Bet?
Yeah, it was so stupid, Lainey. Look, Zach said he can make any girl prom queen. And you were the one picked, so he thinks that if he takes you to the prom, it'll help you win. People have feelings, man.
You didn't think you became popular for real, did you? Oh, you did. That's so sweet.
Oh my god, that's her out of Prison Break. Oh, it's defo her. After his delicious performance in She's All That, yep, another one on my watch list now. We all love an arrogant prick from time to time, don't we? He would go on to star in the thriller from 2000, The Skulls, where he played Caleb Mandrake. That must be strange, being called your brother in a movie. He was a student at Yale University and a member of the secret society known as the Skulls. The film's plot was inspired by conspiracy theories surrounding the Skull and Bone Society at Yale University, in real life, that is. Again, he's just a delight to look at.
In an organization,
are you ready to be reborn?
Where success is assured.
Our membership has its pleasures, its hardships, and sometimes its pain.
We live by the rules, we die by the rules.
But if a secret society can give you everything you desire,
that's gotta be a mistake.
Imagine what they can take away.
I want to know the truth about what happened that night. The surveillance cameras, so there's gotta be tapes. Can you get any closer on this? Closer.
You keep digging, you're gonna dig your own grave.
Only an elite few ever get in.
I have evidence.
They erased the tape. Who? The Skulls! They control everything!
No one has ever gotten out.
This movie looks pretty dark and confronting, but also pretty good too. Man, I have so many movies I need to watch. Then we get to the year 2001, and it's the big one, you guys. Yep, this year, the first of many in the Fast and Furious film franchise was released, just called The Fast and the Furious. Now, I don't know about you guys, but me and my fiancé much prefer these films from the very beginning, with number 1 and 2 probably always being our favourites. I don't know, it's just too silly, the other ones. I mean, from the beginning it's a little bit silly, you know, but I don't know. Old school, childhood favourites. Alongside actor Vin Diesel and actress Michelle Rodriguez. I can't say it. Michelle Rodriguez. Paul would put on a stellar performance as BrianO'Connor, first interacting with Vin Diesel's character Dominic Toretto as an undercover cop, tasked to bring him to the law. However, things change and he clearly helps Dominic evade capture twice. Lines cross and things become murky as he seems to blend in so well with the underworld of the car enthusiasts and criminals. The first movie was filmed in the state of California, USA, and Los Angeles. Almost all of the stunts were done by Vin Diesel and Paul Walker themselves, although when asked, Paul still said, "Not enough," and then giggled. There's never enough.
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
Smoke 'em.
Both actors actually went to a racing school in Las Vegas to practice and prepare for their roles as Dominic Toretto and BrianO'Connor, the street racers. Even being trained how to drive Formula One cars. Rob Cohen, who directed the movie, commented on Paul saying, "We could see right away Paul was going to be an ace driver. It was clear he had a natural talent." This movie featured a 1994 Toyota Supra RZ, his famous orange Japanese car, which got very popular after the movie. Then the 1993 orange-red Mazda RX-7, which was Dominic's, I believe. And the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS. That being the bright green car that Paul was most famous for. This whole franchise has been totally inspirational to many car fans around the world since its conception. Paul commented, "It was a dream job," and he was finally noticed on the streets, getting praise for his movie performance.
Are you happy about the movie?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Especially with the success that I had back home in the States. I don't know, there's nothing better than, like, for instance, I went to amusement park just before coming out here, shortly before coming out here in California. And, you know, just the random people coming up, giving you the pat on the back, telling you how much they liked your movie. That's, I think, probably the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
He also famously drove the Nissan Skylines in 2003 film and 2009 too.
Redlining every single gear with a minute dance like he was born in 49. But lost his groove back in ancient times. I wanna know what those replacement hips. Is that a Swatch watch? Do you know what time it is?
Tuna on white, no crust, right?
I don't know, how is it?
Every day for the last 3 weeks, you've been coming in here and you've been asking me how the tuna is now. It was crappy yesterday, it was crappy the day before, and guess what? Hasn't changed.
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
He ain't here for the food,
Chill
dog.
out, bro. He's just slinging parts for Harry, man.
I know what he's slinging. He's trying to get in me his pants, dog.
How you living, girl? Hey. Hey, Dom. You want something to drink?
No one likes a tuna here.
Yeah, well, I do.
Watch your
You ready for this, Jumpy?
BrianO'Connor just loves himself an illegal street race and cars in general. I bet Paul had so much fun making these movies and doing what he loved and enjoying one of his hobbies at the same time.
It's really bizarre the way it came about. I was working on the Skulls with basically the same team, Rob Cohen, Neil Moritz, same studio, Universal. Neil Moritz, the producer, approached me and he asked me, he said, "Hey Paul, what would you like to do next?" And I told him, I said, "Well, you know, I've always liked the idea of playing a cop." But maybe three months after that, he came to me with this idea. He's all, "Look, the backdrop is modern day drag racing. You get to play an undercover cop. You get to drive around in fast cars and you get to make out with a hot chick." And so I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. Overall, though, I think it was definitely more fun than anything, more fun than work. I love doing a lot of my own stunts, and they allowed me to do quite a few of them during the filming of this movie. 80 miles an hour, I was standing on the door jamb with a Supra. I love doing that stuff. You know, either you could sit around and then be completely bored, stuck in your trailer, or you can get out there and do it yourself. And I'm into extreme sports myself. I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and to be honest with you, if I wasn't an actor, for all I know, I'd probably be a stuntman. So I love doing that stuff.
His amazing performance garnered the MTV Movie Awards for the Best On-Screen Team, shared with Vin Diesel. This year also saw Paul named as one of the most beautiful people by People magazine. Ah. Also in 2001, Paul starred in a road thriller film, oh this one was brilliant, called Joyride, or Roadkill in the UK, and in Australia also. In the movie, Paul, his brother and a childhood friend must escape a psychopathic killer called Rusty Nail. Driving like a big truck, sort of, I can't think what they're called. After the three pranked him on his CB radio. It grossed over $36.6 million worldwide, nominated for Best Action Thriller Film, and has since become another cult classic, with 2 sequels following it. A totally gripping movie for sure, realising new fears. We watched this again recently actually, and it was so good. It's a mix of like tense, jumpy, and also comedy effect too. Definitely recommend.
Listen, there's a man out there that's gonna kill our friend if we don't come in here like this.
Guys, if you're not gone in 10 seconds, there's a man in here gonna call the cops.
No, listen, we're not joking, man. Move over! Move over! What the hell is he doing? Louis! Hey!
Never any smoke. That's good. Candy cane. Hello. Candy cane.
Hey.
Oh, sweet.
Hey.
Hey, candy cane. Candy cane. Anybody out there know Candy Cane? Her mama's boy. Bye-bye, black sheep. Hey, black sheep. Do you know where I can find Candy Cane?
What is your deal? I mean, seriously.
I'm looking for Candy Cane.
And she said that she's not interested. She's not interested in you or your pink champagne.
I need to find Candy Cane.
You need to find a highly qualified psychiatrist, not a psychologist. You're gonna need some drugs.
A perfect mix of tense and comedic performances. In 2003, Paul began to train for a new role in a movie called SWAT, but actually backed out of this to make sure he could withhold his position and place as BrianO'Connor in the Fast and Furious franchise. And man, how thankful we are he did, as next we got to see him again in the fantastic Too Fast, Too Furious, featuring the brilliant Tyrese Gibson. This time as Roman Pierce. Brian helped erase his childhood friend's criminal record before going on to work with him on new illegal jobs, of course. Probably our favourite of all the franchise. And those muscle cars, oh, my favourite. A brilliant watch, even when they are so old. A classic from our childhoods that you just can't beat or match up to in today's movies. Not for us anyway. With all the over-editing, CGI, And the bigger and newer the better doesn't work that way for us. I personally love old TV and movies, don't you?
You might want to keep your eyes on the road, Playboy.
What, you think we're gonna crash?
I haven't decided yet.
What are you doing, Brian?
He did the stare and drive on you, didn't he? He got that from me.
How about we settle this on the blacktop, huh? Each car does a down and back tag team style.
Loser walks home.
All right, check it out. There's no way we're gonna beat these guys straight up. That Hemi's putting out about 425, and that Yanko snap a speed on about 5 seconds flat, so we're gonna have to pull something out of our ass to save the spray for the way back, the return trip.
You ain't ready, Fabio!
All right, let's race.
Come on, baby, you got this! You gone, homie, I got this. This is done. You about to lose your car, partner. You think I'm worried about this fool, man? This is nothing.
American muscle.
Gotta smoke him, gotta smoke him. You ain't ready. I run these streets. Run me wrong. You ain't heard of me? I'ma get you. Oh, I'ma get you. That car's going home with me, homie. Shit. Eat this, sucker! Shit.
How does that dust taste?
I don't know.
Come on, Roy.
What the? Good move, kid. Let's see if you got the ball.
Come on, Brian, bring it home, man. That's on my mama. Y'all ain't ready, homeboy. Get to walking, Fabio. Use them bus tokens, partner.
I love BrianO'Connor and Roman Pierce together.
Here we go.
You still fight like shit. You still fight like shit. You better chill. I'm gonna choke you.
I told you to stay away from me.
I told you it wasn't my fault.
Also in 2003, he was in a movie named Timeline, a historical science fiction adventure film starring the talented and sexy Gerard Butler. Oh, his best movie though has got to be Law Abiding Citizen. Defo recommend that one. Unfortunately, this one completely bombed at the box office though. Then in 2005, with the divine Jessica Alba, he played an odd job diver who desires to hunt for an underwater treasure and ended up finding a plane filled with illicit substances. Another brilliant performance from the ever-growing actor, getting to also enjoy his love for marine life in this movie. This one was called Into the Blue.
That last hurricane that came through here and moved sand, who knows how many shipwrecks it uncovered. And I should be out there prospecting. Get out of the line, there's a shark.
They're not aggressive. It's the tiger sharks you need to worry about.
Those are the ones that are furry that have the stripes on them? You better fight something? Yeah.
You've dreamt about finding buried treasure since you were a little kid.
How much money are we talking about here? Tens of millions.
We're gonna be rich people.
Give me the coordinates right now.
You have 12 hours.
Just tell your boys to back off. We can't go to the police. We can't go to anybody. The quicker we get these guys off our backs, the quicker we can go get our treasure. Better be that simple.
In 2006, Paul portrayed Hank Hansen, who was a United States Marine Corps sergeant who was killed in action during the Battle of Iwo Jima in Japan in World War II. This was classed as an American war drama film produced by Clint Eastwood, Robert Lorenz and Steven Spielberg. It was called Flags of Our Fathers, based on the 2000 book of the same name.
I don't know. Wish I could have seen their faces.
Now, this picture. People went crazy over it. Country was tired of war. One photo, almost all on its own, turned that around.
Any theories why they ain't shooting? Maybe they're all dead. What do you think, Doc? You think they're all dead?
Also in 2006, Paul landed himself the lead role in a survival drama set in Antarctica, but actually filmed in places like Norway, Greenland, British Columbia and Canada too. It tells the story of a guide at an Antarctic research base who risks his life and the lives of his colleagues to save his dogs. Sounds like my kind of man. Paul's favourite dog was the white one called Shorty. He said he's the coolest. He liked me the most, and for whatever reason, I was his favourite person on set. Oh, that's so cute. This film received positive reviews from film critics and earned $120.4 million. Wow, on a $40 million budget. Not bad. This was called 8 Below. I remember my friend at school really liked that film.
This is Shorty. All brawn and no brain. But we love him. Doc, don't move. You're outside the safety zone. Doc! Doc! Easy, Maya. Take it to him. Be back. I promise.
Nobody flies back, not in this weather. Those dogs are my family. We can't just leave them out there.
Also in 2006, he was busy this year, he starred in a neo-noir action thriller, Running Scared. Got a lot of roles in that year.
I try to live an ordinary life, but I run with a very dangerous crew. And it's my job to clean up the messes they make, no questions asked. It was all working out for me, the way I figured it. What my family doesn't know won't hurt them. Until that night.
Get down! You okay?
Take the ride down. I'm gonna find that gun, because I got the toughest mob in the world. I'm the law.
It's not just any hot piece. Tommy used it to burn a dirty cop. If they find it, I'm dead.
Finish it. Don't you do this, Frankie! Don't you do it!
In 2007, Paul is seen as Tim Koenig, an ex-Marine who faced spending the rest of his life in jail until a DEA agent offers him a way out to pose as the late drug lord Bobby Z, who Mexican gangsters want to return for a kidnapped agent. How would being traded to the Mexicans mean a way out? It was actually classed as an American-German action film by John Hertzfeld. Unfortunately, it seemed to be another flop. Paul Walker actually debuted as a producer for that one, which was called The Death and Life of Bobby Z, with multiple other names too. Paul, at this point, was not just being acknowledged for his amazing acting career and abilities to adapt to various different roles, but also his skills in producing movies too. And in the future, in 2013, he would not only star in, but also be an executive producer for the action thriller Vehicle 19, where he plays a parole breaker who finds himself being hunted by the police in Johannesburg, South Africa. It was actually released 4 months earlier than the USA in South Africa.
These people are going to kill us! When I say duck inside, you duck inside! Now!
You've broken your parole conditions, making you a wanted felon. You're alone in a city you've never been to before.
Right guys, I'm just going to jump in here and say I've included a lot of clips so far of Paul Walker talking, being on adverts, TV shows, and his various acting abilities and roles. But if I carry on editing this way, this episode is going to be days long. So I may just play clips in the background of what I'm saying from now on, guys. I think I've shown you some of the best clips anyway, of his earlier roles, and briefly of the Fast and Furious. So, in 2013, he would star alongside the actual Elijah Wood, not that other guy, Tobey Maguire, in a crime comedy named Pawn Shop Chronicles, or Hustlers. Paul was also a co-producer on this one too, really getting noticed and utilised for his multiple talents now. But now back to 2008, saw a thriller mystery movie called The Lazarus Project. I may not include everything has been in, by the way, guys. This movie saw Paul as the main character called Ben, a former criminal who gets a second chance at life. And in 2009, Paul was back to the much-loved Brian in the 4th official instalment to the franchise called Just Fast and Furious. So inventive. The Edition became the highest grossing film in the franchise up until that point, also being the first to be co-produced by Vin Diesel himself this time. Well, I never knew that. It grossed an incredible $72.5 million worldwide on just its opening weekend. What?
Thank God. Listen, he's in a mood because yesterday was his cheat day, and then today some genius brought in donuts. Come on.
Sorry I'm late.
Complaints keep rolling in after your little downtown Olympics, O'Connor.
I got a name. David Park.
That's it? That's all you got? David Park?
Park is a scout that recruits street racers to be mules for the Braga cartel. We find Park and we bust the bad guys.
Good news. Ramon Campos will hold a street race in Koreatown tomorrow night to fill a slot on his team.
O'Connor, you're up.
All right, so these are all the imports the city has at impound.
Okay, nice.
Pick your poison.
All right, 2206, 3418, and 2765.
Okay, so which one do you want?
I want them all.
Standard issue tracking device. Boss wants to know where you are at all times.
I've got a heat signature northbound along Lagardo Ravine.
Get the helicopters to cover it.
We're 40 seconds out from Lagardo Ravine.
You have 30 seconds.
North 3233, west 11649.
15 seconds. You need to get out now.
Base, we're at north 3233, west 11649. We have no visual contact. Roll ground units for confirmation.
2010 and an American heist action thriller featuring Matt Dillon and, Idris Elba. Also saw Paul Walker as a character in this film of professional bank robbers who specialise in spectacular robberies.
So, here's the deal. Anyone wants to fly with, where's Ghost? In bathroom. Get Ghost for me. Tonight, Scott, 8:30, Van Nuys Airport, all right? Plane's ready, bring your passports and bags.
Hey!
If you need anything, make sure you give us a call, all right?
What's he doing, taking a shower? What's going on in here? Shower's on. Hey, he's gone!
I told you! I told you! Damn, what are you talking about?
Where'd he go? I knew this was gonna happen.
Let's get out of here.
As I say, I won't include every movie, but I am going to keep flip-flopping between years, so try and keep up. By the year of 2011, the official 5th Fast and Furious installment had been released, Fast 5. I can't get over how inventive all the names actually are here. This movie saw the film's transition from the usual street racing theme to more of a heist action series involving cars. They did this deliberately, in hopes of attracting a wider audience, and it seemed to work. The film received high praise, especially to director Justin Lin. It is widely considered the best film in the franchise. It was even the 7th highest grossing film of 2011 as a whole.
Here we go.
Frank!
And tell me, which is your favourite Fast and Furious film? Let me know in the comments. In 2011 still, Paul was nominated for Choice Movie Actor at the Teen Choice Awards. He would win his second MTV Movie Award for Best Action On-Screen Duo with Vin Diesel. 2013 saw the 6th instalment. I wonder what that's named then. Oh right, okay, Fast and Furious 6. Would have never guessed. This one saw locations featured such as Los Angeles, the Canary Islands, and then Glasgow and Scotland, and London, England too. This one starred Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and one of my fave cast members, Tyrese Gibson. It included a whole lot of everything. It turned out to be the 6th highest grossing film of that year, and would sadly also end up being the last in the Fast and Furious franchise to be released in Paul Walker's lifetime, as he would tragically pass away only 6 months after its release.
How do I smell baby oil? You keep running your pie hole, you're gonna smell an ass kicking. You got the best crew in the world standing right in front of you. Give them a reason to stay. Our target's Owen Shaw, former Spec Ops soldier. The loss of life is unthinkable. I'm offering you a chance to make your family whole again.
You get us close to Letty and we'll get you Shaw. And you give us full pardons all the way around.
I can't promise you that. That's the deal. Take it or leave it. Ride or die.
We're not dealing with cops, we're drug dealers. I've never seen this before.
This code you live by makes you predictable. In our line of work, predictable means vulnerable. I can reach out and break you whenever I want.
Guys, they got a tank. Damn. Take their attention away from the people!
Sure, you don't have to do this.
We got one right in front of us. Boom. Oh, shit! Oh, you lucky bastard.
Roman, you hang in there! Hang in there, man!
Paul took up modelling again in the year of 2011, where he appeared as the face for the fragrance brand Davidoff Cool Water. In 2012, he founded the film production company Laguna Ridge Pictures, which signed a first look deal with the Fast and Furious distributor Universal Pictures. He did incredibly well in his life, with his TV, film, modelling and producing career, displaying his many talents for the world to see and enjoy through his work over the decades that this earth was blessed with his presence. Now, after his tragic passing in 2013, 3 more films would be released featuring the man himself, the legend, Paul Walker, still living on. A thriller film in the same year called Hours, about Hurricane Katrina, which was actually released only 2 weeks after his death. I feel out of respect, I would have pushed that back for sure. Then in 2014, an action movie called Brick Mansions was released, also starring Paul. A co-production between France, Canada and the United States, a remake to the 2004 French film District 13. This came 5 months after his death, with a dedication to him in the starting credits, a mark of respect, something I feel ours lacked in. It was Paul's last fully completed film and work, and may his legacies forever live on. As many of us know, the horrific accident which 2 lives were so cruelly stolen took place whilst Paul was still in the middle of filming the Fast and Furious 7th movie, Furious 7. At the time of his death, he had actually completed around 85% of his scenes. Originally, it was set to be released in 2014, but this was pushed back to the year after to give them chance to recreate Paul's likeness in the movie, which was just done fantastically. It really was, to the point where it was near impossible to even notice which scenes he wasn't actually in. Just amazing how they can do that, isn't it? Remember, all of this piss-easy AI bollocks wasn't used back then like now. No, actual skills were used here. I don't know when AI came about, but I know effects are used, but actual talent went into it. The filmmakers decided to hire Peter Jackson's Weta Digital Visual Effects house to complete this utter work of art. That rings a bell, is that also from Lord of the Rings? Using things such as existing reference materials, outtakes or older footage, and then John Brotherton, an actor who was also a looky-likey to Paul, as his body double and now face. Plus, very famously, his 2 younger brothers, Caleb and Cody Walker, would also step up and in for filming as their older brother. How incredibly touching, and what a pure mark of respect and honour to their older brother. Both Caleb and Paul's youngest brother Cody Bo Walker, Bo, my dog's name, do indeed look similar to him. More Cody, if you ask me, but not just like him. Probably that John Brotherton looks more like Paul, to be honest. But together, the 3 of them would take his place and finish the work he so sadly could not complete himself, when his life was so cruelly cut short. Paul won the 2015 award for Choice Movie Actor at the Teen Choice Awards. Furious 7 was a complete box office success, receiving positive reviews from critics for both its action sequences and also emotional tribute to Paul Walker. It grossed a phenomenal $1.515 billion worldwide. What? Making it the 3rd highest grossing film of 2015, beaten by Jurassic World and Star Wars The Force Awakens. But it incredibly still ranks at number 13 in the highest grossing films of all time. What an achievement. Where Avatar sits at the number 1 spot, that's always a shock to me. Of all the films in the world, really? The hair doesn't even move the way it should do. Titanic is at number 4, Barbie comes in at number 16, and Harry Potter The Deathly Hallows Part 2 is at number 20. Paul had more work planned and movies scheduled, such as Agent 47 in the film adaptation Hitman Agent 47 in 2015, and a role as a male named Dawson Cole in the film of the novel The Best of Me in 2014. But sadly, the world would never see his work on these movies, as he passed away before filming even began. A beautiful rendition was made and given in honour and memory to the legend that is Paul Walker at the end of the movie Furious 7. and I think we all know what I'm on about, which I'm sure made billions of people cry, of course including me. I watched it at the cinema and it was, everyone in the cinema was crying, and probably always will do, but watching this. It's hard to ever just even listen to the song. But that final scene, man, where we see Dominic Toretto and BrianO'Connor driving alongside each other, then dramatically and heartbreakingly split off in other directions, signifying Paul's death in real life. Of course, it's Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth's emotional "See You Again." A tribute to the life and death of an amazing and irreplaceable actor and human being, Paul William Walker IV. And more tributes to him have been made in other Fast and Furious movies since, including his character Brian making an off-screen appearance inside his Nissan Skyline GTR, a gorgeous classic Japanese sports car, at the end of F9 in 2021, which he famously drove back in the 2009 Fast and Furious movie, and then again in Fast X through archive footage.
He's on the way.
Paul only ever fathered one child, a daughter named Meadow Rain Walker, whose mother was Paul's childhood friend, who he had an on and off again relationship with, Rebecca Soteros. I'm not actually sure how you say that name, Soteros. Meadow was born in the 4th of November 1998, which, if my maths is correct, would have made Paul around 25 or 26 years old. The age his daughter is now. Well, she'll be 27 I guess now, because pretty sure I wrote this last year. Meadow grew up mainly in Hawaii with her mother Rebecca until the year 2011, when she decided to go and live with her father at just age 13. Tragically though, this meant she only had around 2 years or less living with him before she lost him forever. How utterly heartbreaking. She was kept out of the spotlight for most of her life, until she began her modelling career in 2017, where she first signed with DNA Models. She worked with the French luxury fashion and perfume house Givenchy, which she also wore to her wedding, and opened their fall-winter 2021 ready-to-wear show. She even appeared as a flight attendant in Fast X, the 10th in the film franchise. At her wedding to Louis Thornton Allen, or Lewis Thornton Allen, in 2021, she was actually heartwarmingly given away by none other than Paul's co-star and very good friend, Vin Diesel, who is actually also the godfather to Meadow Rain. How bloody lovely is that then? Although the two are no longer together anymore, I just love that she is so close to Vin Diesel, even having him as her godfather. A true testament to how much Paul loved Vin. And when Vin Diesel's daughter was born on March the 14th of 2015, he chose to name her Pauline, in honour of his late friend. Oh, that's beautiful. Vin even spoke about feeling Paul's presence at the birth of his youngest child of 3. Paul always remained really close friends with his co-star Tyrese Gibson too, and their on-screen chemistry extended to a genuine friendship and bond off-screen too. Their connection was undeniable, and they were great friends. Paul's death deeply affected him, as it did many of us. Paul had a huge heart, which he showed when he decided to found the humanitarian aid non-profit charity ROWW, Reach Out Worldwide, with financial advisor Roger Roders in response to the 2010 Haiti earthquake, where he also travelled to a number of disaster-stricken areas to supply aid up until his awful death. Paul travelled to places like Chile in 2010, Haiti and Alabama. He brought and gave water and medicines and would even vaccinate the people with the doctors, not afraid to get up close and personal, showing his huge, caring side, aiding people after natural disasters. He was also involved in relief efforts in locations like Indonesia and the Philippines. Specifically, Paul led one of the first teams into Haiti after the 2010 earthquake, bringing with him much-needed hope to so many people affected by the earthquake and tsunami. Founded in 2010, its initial focus was on bridging the gap between immediate disaster relief and long-term care to those in need. Not just at the time of the horrific incident, but afterwards too. Just shows how big of a heart he had and how much he loved to help people. Not just through funding, but actually going to these locations himself and physically helping out where and when he could. What a guy. The organisation continues to operate with the same vision, providing aid in disaster-stricken areas around the world. Paul's younger brother, Cody, would step up into his inspirational shoes and carry on his legacy and charity work. Just beautiful, and much respect to you all. He was just such a kind and giving guy. One time in a jewellery store, he saw a military veteran who was picking out a wedding ring. Paul went to the manager himself and said, "Put this girl's ring on my account. I take care of a lot of people, you know. I like supporting people and helping out where I can." Oh, you can literally hear his lovely voice saying this line, can't you? What a generous, kind, giving and selfless young man he was. Paul achieved so many things over the short time he spent on this earth, much more shorter than he ever deserved. Through his love and obsession for marine biology since he was a little child, he decided in 2006 to join the board of directors of the Bill Fish Foundation, and years later he managed to fulfill a lifelong dream of his when he starred in the National Geographic Channel series called Expedition Great White and retitled as Sharkmen. It premiered in June of 2010. Paul spent 11 days off the coast of Mexico, where he would live out his dreams of being in close contact with the marine life in the open, wide ocean. Catching and tagging 7 great white sharks, where the group would also take measurements of the ocean's predators, as well as gather DNA samples and attach real-time satellite tags in order to study their migratory patterns, especially associating with mating and birthing. A true dream of Paul's that he got to live out. Probably a momentous time in his life, never to be forgotten. Some of Paul's favourite things to do were surfing and jiu-jitsu. His most loved car that he owned was his 1973 Porsche Carrera RS. His favourite places to visit were Costa Rica and the ocean, and specifically surfing. He found solace and connection to his roots in the waves, stating it grounded him and that the rest of the world just disappeared when he was surfing. Bless him. I adore the ocean too. I just love watching and listening to the waves crashing. So tranquil. He found simplicity in surfing, contrast to his demanding acting career. Paul loved animals, especially dogs, which is why he probably got such a bond with the dogs on Below 8 and Shorty, his favourite. With his obsession of animals, Paul once had a pet horse which he named Cowboy. And he also owned a brown Chesapeake Bay Retriever called Boone. Boone actually starred in the movie Into the Blue with him. He just loved all animals, and even cared for wild ones too on his travels, like lions and cheetahs. He enjoyed being outdoors in general, loved snowboarding, and spoke very fondly of Santa Barbara, mainly the north, expressing love for its natural beauty, particularly its lush green landscapes. Paul liked to hike and explore nature, which aligned with his desire to live a simpler life, connected to the outdoors. Although he clearly appreciated the beauty of nature, he also found much joy and happiness being at home with his daughter, Meadow Rain, and spending time with his adoring dogs. His favourite sandwich was apparently the exact one that we saw him order earlier from Mia Toretto at the Toretto Market and Cafe, a tuna sandwich on white with no crust.
Tuna on white, no crust, right?
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
Paul's music preference was diverse, enjoying things like classic rock, but also more modern music too. The band Deftones has been mentioned on Reddit, and also the song Warning Sign by Coldplay, and Bridge Over Troubled Water, a classic by Simon and Garfunkel. So a clear, wide range of mix of genres there, just like myself. His notable favourite cars were the Porsche Carrera GT, referred to as his dream car, along with the 1973 Porsche Carrera RS 2.7. Also mentioned were his BMW M3s, Nissan Skyline GTR RS, and Ford Mustangs. He owned around 30 cars altogether, and some were owned by Roger Roeder. Paul also got to take part in the North American auto racing series called the Red Line Time Attack. He drove a BMW E92 M3. He also owned a Valencia high-end vehicle performance shop called Always Evolving. Roger Roeders, as a pro-AM racer, acted as CEO. I've mentioned Mr. Roeders a couple of times now, but the main and tragic role he happened to play in Paul's life ended up being the man who was driving the car which crashed, killing Paul. It's November the 30th, 2013, at around 3:30 p.m. Paul Walker, aged just 40, and Roger Roeders, just 38, left an event for Reach Out Worldwide. Roger was behind the wheel of his red 2005 Porsche Carrera GT, travelling between 80 miles per hour and 93 miles per hour in a 45 speed limit zone on Hercules Street in Valencia, California. Roger lost control of the vehicle, which spun off and hit into a concrete lamppost, and horrifically 2 trees. I think trees are actually worse than like buildings and lampposts, aren't they? Which meant the multiple impact points that were struck ignited an explosion, meaning the car erupted in flames almost instantly, taking the lives of both Paul Walker and Roger Roeders, whilst shocked onlookers had no time at all to react or help either man. Just a horrific scene, and just even thinking about it, I don't even want to think about it. That's why I didn't want to talk about it until right at the end, briefly mention it, done, because it's just tragic. This difficult-to-drive, dangerous car is a hazard in the best and most trained hands. Incidents with the Porsche's legendary supercar have sadly become all too common. No drugs or alcohol were present in either man's system that tragic day in November of 2013. And it was found that no mechanical failure took place either, and the road conditions and weather made driving safe that day. The investigation made the conclusion that a mixture of Roger's reckless speed and the condition of his Porsche's tyres were the reason for what happened. Always check your tyres, guys. Just like the Diogo Jota. How incredibly sad. It's almost the exact same thing that happened, I believe. These deaths are a stark reminder that tomorrow is never promised. To live every day as if it could be your last. Love all of your family and friends unconditionally and never take them for granted. And most of all, always drive safely. And never so reckless when behind such a powerful supercar, no matter how trained you are in the field. Save it for a racetrack. Paul Walker's life would be chronicled in a documentary called I Am Paul Walker, which was released on the 11th of August 2018, and which I've also, funnily enough, actually not watched before making this one myself, but I'm sure it's really good. Now, to finish off this episode, we have some delightful footage of Paul from things like interviews he took part in over the years. Enjoy. And thank you all for being here and joining me to commemorate and celebrate the memory of Paul Walker, stolen from this world at aged just 40, with decades of amazing acting work ahead of him and so much more to give to so many people. The world will never be the same.
Good fortune struck. I was quite lucky early on with the audition for Pleasantville. And I was in my early 20s at that time, and I thought I'd make one movie and pay off my loans and go back and finish school, and it just hasn't stopped. The passion for marine biology is still there. That's my first passion, so I still find other ways to fulfill that.
How much time do you manage to spend at the ocean?
Well, with diving and all that, quite a bit. I mean, depends on location a lot of the time. But fortunately enough, where I reside, I live here in California. I have access, and I go diving and dive for lobsters, free dive a lot still, and spend a lot of time in and around the water. Whenever I can make the time, I do it. For me, is as much as I appreciate the ocean, earth sciences in general have always fascinated me. So the older I get, it's just specific as, say, to stuff that caters to the ocean. Like, for instance, just the way everything really all comes together. So me, I think it's more about the symbiotic relationships and more, I think, just the earth science as a whole. Botany's really kind of taken a hold of me lately, and even birding, which sounds funny because I always thought when I was younger that was for old men. But I really enjoy it. And with that, a lot more photography, photographing nature. I used to be a really big hunter, and what I found as I've gotten older is I enjoy taking photos of the wildlife more because I can pull the trigger 100, 200, 300 times and I can come back and see that animal the next day. So it's just kind of a realization I've made really as of late, and the older I get, the more I appreciate that.
It's like people are so afraid to offend or say something. Maybe if I say this, I jeopardize, my career. Maybe I won't get another job. I don't want to badmouth this person or that person. Personally, I like to be straight up, and if I had some schmack, or some trash to talk about someone, I'd be tempted to give it to you right now. But
really?
Yeah, just to let you know,
the real story.
I don't have any, and that's the real story.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, I'm curious to know, because I see a pattern in this film with Genesis Rodriguez and some of the other Latin talent.
I'm lucky.
You are so lucky.
Yeah, I really am.
But so many of your films have a very strong Hispanic presence in the cast. What is that like on set?
I don't know, it's familiar for me. I was
Really?
born and raised in San Fernando Valley. You know how many Mexican girls I dated growing up as a kid? Come
Please
on.
tell me.
Come
Tell me about the Mexican girls you dated.
Yeah. So, I don't know, and I think contrast, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, it's
Right.
more complimentary, you know?
Right.
And, I don't know, it's familiar for me. I like it.
Can you say anything in Spanish? Obviously you must.
Yeah, I'd say all kinds of dirty things for sure.
Give me one. And look at me while you do it. I'm just kidding.
Come on.
I'm not kidding, do it.
Don't make me blush right now.
Well, you know, Fast and Furious it's just my favorite franchise, and I'm so excited for Fast 7, which I know that you're currently working on.
I mean, it's a lot. We got into this one really, really quick. People wanted another one. Universal wanted another one, so we're just like, okay, let's go. We didn't have near the time that we wanted to get this thing popping,
Right.
get it rolling. The good thing is that it's a pretty well-oiled machine at this point.
Speaking of the slew of films that you guys have done, I know that there are rumors of an 8th and a 9th.
Oh, there's gonna be an 8. It's
Okay.
like, who's gonna be in the 8, I think is the question. Who wants to come back? Yeah, we've been cranking these things for a long time. We're all really grateful. People are pissed at me for not doing the 3rd one.
Wow.
You know? What, you too good for me? Like, that was the kind of thing I
Wow,
got.
interesting. They
So
take it
you step
personally.
aside and it's like, you know, and now it's a completely different generation. Like, I walk around and I got 12-year-old kids coming up to me and I'm like going, man, that's right, it starts all over again.
Exactly.
But that 12-year-old is going to the theater with the 35-year-old dad. And he's like, what's up, man? Number 1, number 5 are my favorite, or whatever it is. And I'm like going, damn, when is this thing gonna slow down?
It's not.
It's crazy.
Not. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And for all of you, seriously, catch this film on demand or in select theaters. This film's amazing.
I appreciate it.
This has been the life of Paul Walker, a tribute to the legend, 1973 to 2013. Paul, all I gotta say is, until we see you again.
Daddy, come play!
Yeah.
Look at him, look at him.
Yeah, buddy.
Duty calls.
It does.
Come on.
Let's get mama.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's where he belongs.
Home. Where he's always belonged. Things are gonna be different now. It's never goodbye.
Love will never get lost. Love will never get lost.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
I'm gonna go for a drive.
No matter where you are, whether it's a quarter mile away or halfway across the world. Most important thing in life will always be the people in this room, right here, right now. Salute me, familia. You'll always be with me, and you'll always be my brother.
Paul Walker, may your legacies through all of your amazing TV and movie performances, the heartwarming charity work and hope that you gave to many, plus all of the hearts and lives that you touched throughout your lifetime on this earth and forevermore, live on until the end of time. Time never ends. And neither will all of your inspirational and momentous memories and legacies you leave behind for us all. Thank you for everything that you gave to us to remember you by. Thank you and goodbye for now. Random Jen. and fly high, Paul. Stay safe out there, guys.